Like they choked my brother. Like they choked Shady Lewis. Like they choked Azawa. Like they choked so many I can't even call the names. Mark Duggan. Like they shot Jermaine Baker and Sal Rodney. Like they shot Rashan Charles. So he choked Rashan Charles and shot John Charles and Manessa. I feel weak. For the first time I feel weak, but I stand firm. And I rise for these people to tell you that we will never, ever give up to fight for our basic human rights. No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? No justice! No justice! No justice! You can see the toll that this takes. Fighting for years, years and years with no answers. We have to stand in solidarity with these families and give them strength. Give thanks that they are able to lean on each other, but they're all traumatized. So we need resources to resource the support that is required for these families. It will never be enough. Even if one officer goes to be held and charged, sent to prison, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't repair the harm. It wouldn't repair the damage. It wouldn't help the healing fully for a whole family, for a whole community, for the collective grief and trauma, for that baby that's not going to have a father, and all the other children and all the other family members. These are things that we need to fight for. Not just accountability, bigger systemic change. Resources for healing, genuine repair, genuine accountability. No justice! No justice! No justice! We can't imagine the impact. All we can do is offer our support, our love and encouragement. Please welcome Kim. Round of applause.
Our tears to catch them.
Justice! No justice! Who killed Chris Kaba? Who killed Chris Kaba? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it? What?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We'll hear from Kim in a moment. Before that, let's hear from a veteran campaigner. All the way from Tottenham Rights. He's been doing this since the 80s, still here, because there's still no change and there's still no justice. Welcome, Stafford Scott.
Respect. Want to give messages of condolence, sympathy and solidarity to the family of Chris Kaba. We've stood here and we've heard the family, we've heard their pain, we can feel their pain. Some of us know their pain because we're being forced to feel it. But we keep on telling everyone this isn't a personal thing. Today is Chris Kaba. Before Chris, it was Jermaine Baker. Before Jermaine Baker, it was Mark Duggan. Before Mark Duggan, it was Azel Rodney. This is about a system. This is Babylon. Look, So then this is Babylon, this is their system. It's smoke and mirrors. Someone stood here and said that they want to say that their system is better than the American system. But in the American system, if a police officer murders somebody on the streets today, you know his name tomorrow. In this system, they tell you from the officer cover-up, but they don't even tell you the name of the pig that took your son's life. They have police officers who have been in uniform who have taken more than one life. Yet we don't know who these people are purportedly protecting and serving in our name. So the moment that they cover up their name, you know that this is a system that's been created to cover up for those individuals. And the minute they can cover up for those individuals will behave with impunity. I am what they call a veteran campaigner. When we first started coming out campaigning, we only used to have black people in our protests and in our demonstrations because only black people could believe the things we were saying. A diversity of people coming along because other people are experiencing our experiences. It's ironic that when sometimes I say some controversial shit, right? So I'm gonna say it. It's ironic that when Sarah Everard was murdered, we would have had a crowd out here that looked very different to the crowd that we had today. I was surprised when she got murdered. I mean, hang that man, right? Lock him up for life. Don't get me wrong, right? But I was surprised to see some of those crowds who came out for Sarah Everard came out with banners that spoke about Joy Gardner. I didn't know that the white feminist movement knew about our black sister Joy Gardner, who was murdered in such heinous ways because they didn't come and support us in real time. We need to support each other. As black people, we support every struggle out there. As black people, we're involved in every struggle out there. From Stop Oil, from Stop the War, every struggle. LGBT, every struggle. But when it comes to our struggle, they want to marginalise us and leave us on the sidelines. But the reality is our struggle and the way we resist is at the heart and the core. If you read the recent report into institutional racism in the police by Casey, you'll notice that she looks at this very unit. She looks at CO19. They're the ones who murdered Azelle Rodney. They're the ones who murdered Mark Duggan. Azelle Rodney didn't get out of the car. Mark Duggan, 1.5 seconds before they murdered him on the road. Jermaine Baker didn't get out of the car. They murdered him with his hands up and they shot him through his hands into his chest. So just like your son, forgive me, not given a chance to identify themselves, not given a chance even to surrender. And even when they do surrender, they still kill them. And in the Casey report, you'll see what she says. She says they're gung-ho. And in every public inquiry, it says that they're gung-ho. And what does gung-ho mean? It means they obey no rules. And if they obey no rules, then surely what they do is murder.
How can you trust in something that has never reaped a reward? How can you trust in something that has never seen a success? Why would we tell them to trust? For them to be betrayed? No. The real change starts here. Let's start this imagination, people. Let's vision our world without this dirty institution. I don't want to see no more names. I don't want to be out here with my children and my children's children. No, no justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice. As I said, the UFFC has been doing this work. A coalition of families, they have enough to deal with. But every year they have a march. And I implore you, I urge you all, let's support this march. It's happening in October. Saturday, the 28th of October, 2023. We're going to link up at Trafalgar Square, 12 p.m. Let's be there, people. Not just you. Bring your friends, bring your families, bring your people. Let's come numerous. Now, I'm going to introduce Kim again to come and share how this has been for Chris's fiance. Give it up for Kim.
Firstly, I want to say Assalamu alaikum, Chris, and I really miss you. I think of you every single day. Every time I see your daughter, she just reminds me more of you every day. And I'm just so sad that you don't get to see the special moments that we do. I've got something from Karima, which she wants me to read out for you. Firstly, she wants to say, I just want to firstly thank everyone for ongoing support and love. Without you, we wouldn't have come this far. It's been a year and still doesn't feel real. And it still feels so fresh. Every day is hard for me, but my daughter is the only thing getting me through it. All I always thank God that He blessed me with her, because I don't know where I'd be. I'm scared of the police, and even after Chris's death, I've been stopped in my car by the police. I dread the day I have to explain to her why her dad is not here, and it breaks my heart. Get justice for Chris, because he did not die in vain, and with everyone's support, we will get that. I always thank God for blessing me with her, because without her I don't know where I'd be. I pray we get justice for Chris, because he did not die in vain, and with everyone's support we will get that. No justice, no peace.
No justice! No justice! No justice! We urge the CPS, make a charging decision. It should not take 5 months to bring a decision. If I go and kill someone tomorrow, it would not take them 5 months to charge me. I would be charged tomorrow. So why has it taken 5 months? We need a charging decision today. Today. But just know, for all of you that made it here today, that have shown your support, we need your support. We need that support to continue. There's no guarantee. There is really no guarantee. We don't have full faith that this charging decision will go in our favour. Imagine that. We're standing here, everything you've heard, everything this family has said to you, and we can't guarantee that that officer will even be charged. It's wrong. So that's why I urge you, we need support for this campaign. Because if they don't bring charges, the fight must continue. The fight must go on. No justice. No justice. Even if charges are brought, that means a lengthy trial. I want to remind you all of what happened to Ezell Rodney, because his family's not here today to tell his story. He was shot 6 times, 4 times in the head, and every shot, that officer, Anthony Long, I want you to know his name, he said sweet as he shot him in the head multiple times. He was charged. He had a murder trial. But this country doesn't want to convict police. So he was found not guilty. He walks free. He had killed before. Ezell wasn't the first person Anthony Long had killed. But no, after being found not guilty, he went on to write a book. And now he gets paid to do talks about his career as a marksman. It's despicable. I don't want to be the bringer of bad news, but we have to prepare for every eventuality. That same ordeal could happen to Chris Kaba's family. Which is why, listen carefully, these demands go beyond just a charging decision. This is about legacy. This is about reparation. We want to do something different with this campaign. We want a memorial for Chris in a very prominent place. We want a change to the school curriculum so children up and down this country will be taught about racist, violent police and how it stole Chris's life. We want resourcing for a healing and justice centre for all the families who have been bereaved at the hands of the state, all the families and the survivors of everyday police violence. Reparations, people! Our vision for justice is beyond this legal system. I'm not calling it the justice system, I'm calling it the legal system, because nothing that looks like justice comes from that system. So we have to create our own justice, people. When I say no justice, no peace, I'm not talking about their definition of justice. I'm talking about our definition. No justice! No justice! No justice! Support this family and this campaign. You can donate. We need the resources. Campaigns. All of this, you see this equipment, the vehicle, everything, these banners, these placards, water. Things cost money. We need your skills. We need your support through your time. If you have a skill set that you can contribute, go on our Instagram right now. There's a form. You can fill it in and send it to everyone you know who has something they could contribute. Nothing is too little. We will make use of everything in service of justice. Every single contribution. We still need videos, people. We want to show them how this impacts everyone. We want to hear from you. You've heard from the family. You've heard what they've had to say. Why does what happened to Chris matter to you? Share that. And I don't want to hear that you've got your social media, you have to plan it all out. Post it on your page. Share it with your friends. Ask them to do the same. Let's build momentum, people. The fight only begins now. That wasn't the fight. This is the fight. So we urge you. We need the momentum. The time is coming soon. I feel we'll hear from these people. We have to be ready to mobilize. Let this family know they're not alone. Please share your support, your love, your care for the Kaba family, people. We can't hear you. I know you're tired, but please let them know that you care. You have our word. We will not let what happened to Chris happen in vain. No justice! No justice! No justice! Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all your support.